everybody, welcome to our channel Inside the Huxiverse. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. Today I'm going to be sitting here doing a couple crafts that I have been planning to do for a few days, and I'm going to talk about a few things. Grayson is down here, he's watching some of his show. He's not really watching his show, he's watching me. So if you hear his little baby noises every once in a while, it's because he's down there. The crafts I'm gonna do are like, I don't know what they're called. They're little beads. They're so tiny. I actually had a friend help me separate these, so thank you. I have some little Valentine's Day shapes. Oh yes! And I'm gonna put the beads on here. Basically, you put the beads on, then you put this piece of parchment paper on them, you iron them, and we have some cute little crafts. But this, God bless you, is not the main reason we're here. The main reason we are here is to talk. I'm going to talk about motivation, I'm going to talk about family, I am going to talk about Noom, my weight loss journey, even though it's only been 10 pounds, so I'll try not to get ahead of myself, and Color Street. If you are friends with me on Facebook, you know that I have just dabbled in Color Street. So the first thing we are going to talk about while I do this, hi Grayson, is motivation. I know that a lot of people, when they say what makes them happy, and then someone says money, there's a good amount of people out there that say money doesn't make me happy, my family makes me happy, or helping others makes me happy, and that is perfectly fine. But a good majority of us, when you get down to it, money solves a lot of problems. Money makes us feel good, it makes us feel safe, it makes us feel comfortable, it helps us make sure that we're taking care of our family. So I've always had a passion for trying to do things that can get me money while I can be with ones that I love. I loved working at Ferguson, but I love being a mom more. So to start, I jumped into YouTube. I started doing this. I figured if I talk on camera, I don't have to talk to people. You know what I mean? I can talk here and not see your facial expressions or not hear what you have to say if it's ugly and mean. So I chose to do this and it has gone very well. I can't seem to get my subscriber number to go up. I don't know. I know that's some algorithm stuff. I use the tags, so if somebody has, Grayson is saying hi. So if somebody has some special thing on how to make your subscribers go up, I would really appreciate it if you would share that information. But for now, I'm just gonna keep making these videos and I'm gonna keep trucking. And if it gets to the point where I can monetize it, that would be fantastic. But I think for now I enjoy doing this and I'm not gonna give up on it. So you will be seeing more of my face. More of my money stuff right now is Color Street, and I will get into that. But the next thing on our list was, I don't remember. So we're just gonna go to Noom. We'll just go right into Noom. Look, I haven't even, oh, Chuk Chuk. We're gonna try and do this with Grayson in our lap. I talked about having motivation. My family is my motivation. I have a bad way sometimes of giving up on things that I set out to do. And I think I would really like, I know I would really like to stop doing that, because it's a waste of money, it's a waste of time. But you know what I have found is that it builds connections. It builds connections with new people, and that's a big deal. So we're gonna keep doing that, and I know that my dreams are big right now. I know I'm kind of reaching for the stars, but I know they're in my grasp, and I'm gonna keep doing any and everything I can to make sure my family's happy. I forgot what the second thing was I was going to talk about, so that makes sense. But I think what people want to know about right now is my Noom stuff. On Facebook, I post every once in a while my weight, and it's gone down almost 10 pounds now, and it's been 2 weeks. I've been using Noom, and I tried Noom a few months ago, and I didn't feel at the time that I was sticking to it enough during the trial period to pay for it. I didn't feel like I would get a lot out of it. But when I was on it for that 2 weeks, it was good. I just didn't, use it as well as I should have. I got Noom again 3 weeks ago as of right now, and basically Noom is more of, I want to say psyche tricks. They're more like teaching yourself, your brain, your mind, how to make the right decisions, not feel bad about it. One of the big things in the beginning is your momentum, and then your honeymoon, and then having slips and surges. And the problem is that people are trying to do too many of something at one time. So you wake up on Monday morning and you're like, I'm gonna drink more water today, I'm gonna work out today, I'm gonna have my meals, you're trying to do all these good things, and you do it for 2, 3, 4, 5 days, and then you want to eat the bad food, and since I've ate the bad food, I'm not gonna go to the gym, and since I ate the bad food, I can keep eating the bad food. And so you kind of start going back and forth. And for a lot of people, especially for me, when I was doing that, I would gain more weight. I would go through that and I would end up being more than I was when I started. So Noom talks a lot about working into those steps and not feeling bad when you have a slip, and really owning those surges. One of the other big things about it is your food. You log your food, but you don't log your food like MyFitnessPal. It's not like I need to make sure I write down every single little thing that I've had today because it's gonna affect me. It's more writing down everything that you have so you can see what is good and bad for your body, kind of. So it's about having low caloric dense foods. For example, yogurt. Sugar. Let's start with sugar. I have got a horrible problem with sugar. If I have sugar, I need to have sugar. I have to keep having it. So when I decide to withdraw from sugar, it is really hard on my body. And so when I started Noom, I wanted sugar to be one of my things that I quit having. However, I had to replace it with something, and I was scared to try some of the things that they said were okay because of the sugar. So I replaced having sugar and cookies or chips with having a yogurt and some strawberries. And not sugar-free yogurt, not fat-free yogurt, like full fat, 15 grams of sugar per a Greek yogurt type of yogurt. And it tastes fine. It was good, and it's a green food. My chips are not a green food, but the yogurt is a green food. Grayson, do you want to say hi? Do you want to say hi? Gracie, say hi. I think the color system is more built on feeling full. It's more built on not so much the calories that you're ingesting, but eating foods that will make you feel good and that aren't, and have, a good amount of fiber and protein without having too much fat in it. And I know maybe there's people out there who can look at a food and know this is something I should have or this is something I shouldn't have. But y'all are asking me, and I'm telling you that Noom works for me. Noom is doing it. I'm gonna go put Grayson down because he's going a little cray-cray. It's worked really great for me. They also have a coach in there, so they check up on you. You guys talk about how it's going. It's a steps program. It's like you kind of learn something new every day. The other thing that I've been mixing with Noom is fasting. I can't talk a lot about fasting because I don't know a lot about it. What I do know is that if I have a really big late lunch at 3 o'clock, I am not hungry until the next day. And I don't know, but I think that during that time period, your body it's kind of eating away what you already have. And so you don't, if I go to bed at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, sure, I've gone 6, 7, 8 hours without eating, but I ate such a good lunch and I filled myself on good stuff. I'm not starving when I go to bed. So maybe I'll have a piece of chocolate before I go to bed, but I'm not sitting there having a bunch of snacks and sugar and ice cream and stuff. So I do the fasting with the Noom, and I don't fast every day. I had pizza for lunch today, and I think we had lunch at like 1 o'clock. I'm definitely going to be eating something later, but I'm not going to eat something that's super heavy and going to sit on my stomach. I feel like some of this is, oh, we already know how to do that kind of stuff. But I think for some people, if you already knew what it was that you were supposed to be doing, you wouldn't be as interested. If you want to know more about Noom, if you have questions, I will definitely answer them. I love doing Noom. Like I said, almost 10 pounds down, and it took about 2.5 weeks, so I'm really proud of that. Every day that I actually have a motivational board in my bedroom, and I will take a picture of that at the end of January and put it up here. It's that page a day that I keep putting on my Facebook story and Instagram. I rip one of those off and I've got corkboard and I put them on the side, and I have a calendar that's dry erase. I put a smiley face up there if I feel like I've had a good day. So that's pretty much what I've been doing with my weight. It's working for me. I'm not sure that it hasn't worked for anyone. Actually, when I come across people that use Noom, or if it pops up on Facebook and I read the comments, I have not found anyone that it hasn't worked for. It's really more of a psyche thing. And it's expensive. I didn't do it when it was super expensive. I got it when it was like $19 a month or $10 a month, but in the very beginning, like in October. But I canceled it, like I said, because I didn't feel like I was doing what I was supposed to with it. So when the holidays came around, they were like, oh, here's a whatever. So I only pay $70 a year for it. And I've read things where people pay $200 a year. And I'm all about helping myself and being healthy and losing weight. But I don't know that I would have been able to commit to $200. Looking at it now and how well and how fast this is going, I might, but 200 is a lot of money for that. You guys see my heart? Well, I guess the last topic that I had that I wanted to talk about, and not to say that I'm gonna stop talking after this one, is the Color Street. If you are friends with me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, I recently ventured into Color Street because I attended a nail bar party from a coworker. I had a lot of fun, I interacted, I got some free samples which are still lasting, and I fell in love and I decided that I wanted to do that. That being said, I didn't just see the opportunity and say, oh, I know that I can get a bunch of people to sign up for stuff and I'm gonna make a bunch of money. That's not what happened. I looked at the nail opportunity and the fact that I don't really have to sell anything. It's nail polish, it kind of sells itself. So I decided to sign up, and what I think I'm going to do, what I know I'm going to do, is start offering to do people's nails, have people come to the house or meet somewhere if they're more comfortable, and $15 a manicure. I can do that. Those kinds of businesses are very much you need to have people sign up, you need to have people be under you and stuff like that. But I feel like when you can have a product that you can also provide a service for, it's different. When I worked for It Works, you know, you're going around selling these pills and trying to get other people to sell them. And even though I knew all of the health benefits for those things, there wasn't a whole lot for me to do with it. So with the Color Street, I can provide a service as well as providing a product, and I feel like that's a lot different. I'm really excited about that. And my color, that is the wrong color bead. My Color Street set actually came today. So I'm gonna get this video done and I'm gonna get it posted, and then I'm going to go to, and then I am going to go get some little cards that I can mail out with all my samples, and I'm gonna start putting that stuff all over Facebook. If you're interested, let me know, drop me a comment. These crafts are going nice. Look, I printed off so many of these because I wanted to do them with you. Oh, family, y'all, I was gonna talk about family. I had a friend say you should talk about what it's like being married and what it's like raising kids that are so far different in age. I tell everyone that before I met Matthew, short as a couple months before I met Matthew, I am never going to get married. I will never have more kids. I love being single. This is all I want to do. And not in a dirty way. I didn't feel that. My phone just said something to me and I don't know what it was. I did not feel that I needed someone else to feel happy. I was happy with me. I was happy with Zane. I was happy with my life. I was good. And I don't know what happened. I met Matthew and all of that changed. I love being married. I love being married to Matthew. He is fun. He is helpful. He makes me smile. He's silly. I love raising children with him. He is perfect. He's fantastic. We've got Zane and Grayson, and he's had a really big impact on Zane's life. I know there's a lot of single moms out there that say they can do it themselves. Could I raise Zane by myself? Sure, of course. But I don't think that I could make him into the responsible and mature individual that he is now without Matthew. I think it was very important. I think it's important for Zane to have, Zane's right there, to have the, to have Matthew, to show him some things. Being a single mom, I know it's very like, it's easy to do things by yourself. It's easy to say, I can do the dishes or I can take out the trash, because when you are single and you need to have that independency, I feel like for me anyway, I was...
Go. I'm waiting for it to...
For me, I was kind of, I don't know if I was justifying it to myself or what it was, but I was saying it was okay for me to do all these chores and not really looking at the fact that I needed to raise a little boy who could do these things, who needed to do these things. So Matthew stepped in and we talked about things, and it never got bad. Matthew and I's relationship, as far as Zane and the kids are concerned, has never been bad. It's always been very understanding. We have very good communication. So when it came to discussing Zane having chores, that was a no-brainer. I just hadn't looked at it because I was so used to doing it myself. And so now Zane, you know, he has his chores. He has these regular things that we had when we were kids that I didn't look at as Zane is growing up. So I know, I hope that if I wouldn't have met Matthew, I would have had Zane do these same things. But if I'm being honest with myself, I don't know that it would have gone that way. So that's very important. He's so good with Grayson. With his epilepsy, he needs to sleep. He has to sleep. And there's basically I wouldn't be able to do it, or how do you do it, or how does it make you feel having to get up every night and take care of him when you have someone else. But it doesn't work like that. I love Matthew and I know what he needs, and that was a commitment that we made to each other before we decided to have kids. I am always going to be there for him, and the fact that I am the one to get up every night and take care of him, Matthew does so much of everything else. You have no idea. He is out here playing with Grayson, doing the diapers, bathing him, doing bottles. I mean, if there's days where I need to sleep in the morning and Matthew's feeling okay, then he does it. He takes care of everything. I'm really happy with our family. My little Zane's in there washing his feet because he got little stinky piggies. I didn't even finish like half of this heart craft because it's so hard to drop these little beads in here. It takes so long. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to charge my phone. I'm going to set this aside. Zane is going to finish doing what he's doing, and when he gets out, I will have him sit down and do some of these with me, and I'll probably just make them go really fast, and maybe I'll do a voiceover when I edit and put the final product at the end. I hope that you enjoyed our conversation. Motivation is really big for me. My family is a big deal. The Noom is going fantastic, and Color Street will be on your Facebook by the end of today. And if you got a sample from me, those will be going out shortly. And if you would like a sample, please let me know. Let me know how you liked the video. Let me know what you thought. Like, subscribe. I will put a little fast thing down here for this, and you will be seeing us another time. So I was going to do a voiceover for this part, but there's not a whole lot for me to say. I had a good time putting them together. If you want to watch through the end of it, I just took bits and pieces and showed you how they turned out at the end. Be careful, the iron is hot when you use it. Do adult supervision required. I hope that you enjoyed it. Subscribe, like the video, and we will see you again.